Hey guys, I'm Roger Gaming, and I am your coach for the Las Vegas Corviknights. We are here for week 4. We are currently 2-1 and are looking to pick up our 3rd win. Let's get into my opponent's team. Alright, so these are the Pokemon I do not anticipate him to bring. Savali, just because Savali's kind of a really hard Pokemon to build for because it has so many different options that it can be limiting. There's so much you have to do, like typing, and then all the different sets that you could run with that typing, and there could be multiple typings, and I don't anticipate it coming. Galvantula, I think, is possible he brings because of webs could be really good against something like Dracovish or Koko. Dracovish destroys it, and so does Gigalith, so I don't really anticipate it coming. Mienshao he could bring as like a pivot or for Gigalith, but we have Koko, which can just destroy it, and we have Negative Bustle, also known as Minin. I don't anticipate him bringing it. It was kind of his Pokemon to have Baton Pass because that's legal in the league, but I don't really anticipate it coming. It's not that great. Let's get into the Pokemon I do anticipate him bringing. So he has Ash Greninja as his first Pokemon. He drafted it first overall. It's an incredibly threatening Pokemon if it gets into the Ash Greninja form, and I highly anticipate it coming. It can be really good against something like Slowbro and does a fair bit of damage to my entire team. Celesteela, I really think is coming. It's a fairly good Pokemon. It can take hits from Dracovish and can be a setup set, agility, Calm Mind, or weakness policy could be really threatening. Donphan, I anticipate coming because of Koko. It can be very good. It has the sturdy ability. Victini, I highly anticipate coming. It hits like a truck. It has the highest hitting move in VCRE in the game, so it's an absolute monster and is pretty good. It has base 100 stats overall, so it can be very good, and it's very threatening. Its move pool is fairly wide. It gets electro moves to hit water types. It's very threatening. Mega Altaria I think could come just as a fairy type to hit things like Dracovish very hard and just kind of be a problem for my team overall. I believe it gets caught down, which can be a problem for a team as it boosts its defense and it'll be able to take hits better. And Tangela, I 100% is coming for Dracovish. That thing with an Eviolite is super bulky and can live hits no problem. Let's get into Pokemon I did not bring. Alright, so first Pokemon I did not bring is Darm. I didn't think it had a great matchup. It definitely could have come, but I thought he might over prep for it. It can hit things like the Tangela fairly well and his Steela, but Steela can be just a problem. I just didn't think I had the best matchup. I think are definitely better than it this week. So even though it had a decent matchup, I didn't decide to bring it. Mamoswine, I just didn't think had a great matchup. Things like Victini can still hit it really hard even though it has thick fat. His Greninja just destroys it really badly, and I don't want to give a free Pokemon for Greninja to just set up Ash Greninja state, because that can be a really big problem. Registeel I think was great. It could have been brought for his like Altaria and stuff, but I thought I had other options that were better. Mega Absol I did not decide to bring just because I didn't think it had a great matchup with its Mega being Fairy type. It can be easily destroyed by that, and he had other things that I thought were just better. Alright, let's get in the Pokemon I did bring. To start off, we have Hawlucha with the Electric Seed, Unbird, Sword Stance, Acrobatics, Close Combat, and Baton Pass. I can set up a Sword Stance on his Donphan easily and potentially Baton Pass that into my Dracovish. Dracovish with a Sword Stance can be just incredibly scary. We basically can win. We get a certain amount of them. We can, I think it's 2 or 3 Sword Stances. We can just win because it hits so hard. Acrobatics does a ton of damage. Close Combat is really good. The Electric Seed is there for Koko, who we will see in a second. Alright, let's get into our next Mon. We have our Gigalith, who's going to be sitting in the sand for Dracovish. Stealth Rock, Stone Edge, Earthquake, Toxic. Stealth Rock is very good this match if we can get it up because of his Donphan having the sturdy ability, and also things like Victini that could potentially have a heavy duty boots, or if they don't, we force them to have that. And we can do a fair bit of damage if they don't. I think 25%. So this is important to get Stealth Rocks up. We can also hit his Altaria for 25 because it's a flying type. Stealth Rocks is really good. Stone Edge is very good as well. Toxic can be good against things like his Tangela, being able to put that on a timer, and overall it's fairly good for just putting anything on the timer except Steela, since it's Steel type. And let's get into our next Pokemon. Dracovish, to make use of the sand, we are doing a Life Orb set this week. I thought Life Orb made a lot more sense than Choice Band this week, so we weren't locked into a move, Vicious Wren can hit incredibly hard. Leech Life is there for recovery. It hits his Greninja super well, being able to take a fair bit of health. That we can have the Iron Head for his Mega Altaria. That should do a fair bit of damage, and Rock Blast is there for the Galvantula. If it does come, I want to be prepared. So we are able to kill with a Rock Blast and break the Focus Sash and kill it. So that's very important, so that thing doesn't have an easy like Volt Switch or just be able to kill us. Let's get into our next spawn. Among Us is our main defensive pivot this week. The Black Sludge Regenerator, Spore, Sludge Bomb, and Synthesis. This thing is very good against his team. Steela has a fairly easy switch into us, so we are able to Spore it on that switch and put it to sleep, and then switch into something like Coco and be able to do good damage. Sludge Bomb is there for his Mega, as well as Tangela, being able to do that. Synthesis is there for longevity, and Giga Drain is there for the Greninja. We can hit that thing fairly hard with Giga Drain and be able to take its hits fairly well. Alright, let's get into our next Pokemon. Tapu Koko is Life Orb set. We are timid to make best use of our speed. Thunderbolt, D-Gleam, Calm Mind, and Grass Knot. Grass Knot is there for the Donphan. If we are able to get the Stealth Rocks up, we are able to kill it with Grass Knot after our Calm Mind. This thing is a potential sweeper. Thunderbolt just destroy his Steela. D-Gleam can hit pretty much anything. If he does get Ash Greninja, I believe he's slower. We are able to kill it with a D-Gleam or a Thunderbolt, and it's just a very good Pokemon overall this week. D-Gleam hits his team incredibly hard, and Thunderbolt. Tangela is a problem against this thing, so we do need to be mindful of that, but overall this can be a very good sweeper later on. And our final Pokemon is going to be Slowking with the Assault Vest. The Assault Vest is there so we don't just absolutely get destroyed by his Greninja. Scald hits Donphan very hard. Flamethrower is there for something like Steela or his Tangela. Psychic can hit just other things fairly hard overall, and Drain Punch is there exclusively for his Greninja. We are able to 1v1 it with the Assault Vest and Drain Punch, getting a recovery back. So I believe Drain Punch does 40 to 50%, so we are able to live 2 hits and then get that health back, still be in the game, and him killed his Greninja. Alright, let's get into the battle. Alright, so he did not bring the Pokemon I expected. One Pokemon, he ended up bringing Savali over his Mega, which is fine. I'm gonna just switch right into my Halucha on the play. He's probably gonna go for the Earthquake. We can go for the Sword Stance here and be pretty much in the clear. I live whatever he wants to go for. He just goes for Stealth Rocks. I'm gonna set up another Sword Stance. We can start sweeping, or we can just go for whatever. I am gonna go for another one. I think we're looking pretty good. He does get the crit. That's really unfortunate. I ended up Sword Stancing again, so that means he basically gets a free kill, which is really unfortunate because we could have been in a really good spot without that crit. I'm gonna go Slowking and go for the Scald here. I don't really see a downside. He's probably gonna switch into Greninja. That's fine. I can go for the Drain Punch now and be able to do a lot. He does 42%, so that is a fair bit of damage. We are able to do 47, which is pretty good, so another Drain Punch will kill. He goes Tangela, that's fine. I can go into my Among Us on the following turn. Be able to take if he wants to Spore or a Grass move probably. He has Sub actually, so that's fine. We can break it with a Sludge Bomb. And I'm not sure why he'd want a Sub. Maybe just so he doesn't get toxic, maybe? I don't know. That's an interesting choice. Sub Tangela. I definitely wouldn't anticipate him bringing that. He switches into Steela, which is fine. We are going to stay in here for sure and go for the Spore. In case he's a setup set, I do not want him to get an easy... He has Meteor Beam, so that's fine. He's powered Meteor Beam. My Spore goes off, so that's great. We are having easy switch into Coco here. We can set up a Calm Mind and start hitting things really hard. The Calm Mind goes off. We are able to go for Steela. We have an easy Thunderbolt here. If he wants to go Donphan, that's fine. He doesn't, so we kill his Steela, so that's good. That's a big threat out of the way. He goes Victini. I can go for a Deegan. He is Focus Sash, which sucks. Stealth Rocks would have been really useful to break that sash. So he's able to kill our Coco, which is unfortunate. I can go Gigalift here. And I should have set up the Stealth Rocks. I misplayed here greatly and went for the Earthquake. So that was really unfortunate. Stealth Rocks would have been really good because the Sandstorm would have chipped and killed him. Dawn Fan comes in here, which is really unfortunate. He is able to kill us with Earthquake. I can go Dracovish here though, and be able to get him to his Sturdy. Vicious Rend, Sturdy. He has a really interesting set. I've never heard of this berry, but apparently it boosts his attack and he's able to kill us, which is really, really unfortunate, because I just props on him, because I would have never in a million years guessed that. That does a tremendous amount of damage to our Slowking. We can go for the Scald and kill him. We are able to, I think we're going to be knocked out by Sand. We are. So we can go into our Among Us as our final Pokemon. He is Savaldi Dragon, which is really interesting. We may be able to stall and still be in this, but we're not looking great. Yeah, that does a lot, but we are going to Spore him. Hopefully we'll be able to get a few turns of sleep, be able to stall the Sandstorm, so we'll get more recovery with Synthesis, and we also have a Sludge Wave that can do a fair bit of damage to him. He gets first turn Wake. This is not our match at all. So I'm going to have to just kind of Synthesis stall for a little bit if we want any hope of winning. But again, we are not looking great. I have to Synthesis here. And thankfully without the Sandstorm damage, we are able to live another one. So we can go for Synthesis here. Get some recovery back. And I'm pretty sure our best play is probably to Spore, or we can go for a Sludge Bomb, see how much damage we're doing. Synthesis, again, we need to make sure. Now we can go, we should be within range to have extra health to live another one. So we can go for a Spore here. Hopefully he'll sleep, and I'll be able to get another thing. I'm going to go for a Sludge Bomb here. See how much damage. We're doing okay damage, 20%. If we get the poison, that'd be really nice. I'm gonna go for another one. He gets a first turn Wake, which is really unfortunate. Or second turn, I think. Is that fair? I don't know. We do get the poison, but unfortunately I don't think we're gonna be able to live another one. So that should be the game. Yeah, it is. Unfortunately we are, that misplay with the Gigalift was really detrimental. I think we probably had it if we didn't do that. I hope you guys enjoyed this battle. If you did, please comment, rate, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.